Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, coming to you live from the depths of Upper Snakemouth. Or Snakemouth if you want to over-enunciate the O. And, yeah, as I'm already demonstrating, in the last episode, Leaf learned a new skill, and only in exchange for the trauma of coming to this place that just everything about it is, slightly disconcerting or upsetting. Like when you have to go and get a colonoscopy, which is an incomplete quote. Battles, there are plenty of them here, the enemies hit like trucks, so you should probably, realistically, maybe don't even come here until later. That is also a valid strategy. As I was saying in the previous episode, there is no shame in putting this place off. You don't have to come here right away, I don't think. Don't fully quote me on that, but you can put it off at least a little bit, and to be fair, the story is a little bit more pressing than this right now, so, you don't have to be here. But I appreciate you being here and choosing to watch me. Haha, I spun the sentence in an unexpected direction. Anyway, Icefall, useful thing to throw around because a lot of enemies in here that are weak to ice magic, and Icefall only takes... I pressed the block button. Icefall takes 4 TP, we get 4 TP back at the end of every battle because of the medal loadout we have, and last episode was good for ranking up, so we're well on our way to, that was one enemy and it gave us 11 exploration points. Admittedly, as I also said in the last episode, Zombie Ant left it too late to press the button, rather release the button there. That's what happens if Kabu just doesn't stand up, apparently. But yes. While I was giving that guy grief for being an early area enemy, because that's an enemy from lower Snakemouth, or just Snakemouth Den, not worth any exploration points, it's all about the big boys here. Well, BOI, gender-neutral term. So, first of all, what have we in here? The test subjects damaged the power core, so we've got to rely on the backup generator. Make sure to direct power to the pipes. Oh, hey, power to the pipes. Whoa. Well, this looks like a puzzle. So before we get puzzling, how about we at least clear the room? I don't want to have to deal with you people. So yeah, that was a bit of a TP-heavy battle, but I was scared. There were plenty of mean friends. Now then, does this work the way I think it does, is this one of those puzzles where a switch, I was going to say activates and deactivates the ones directly adjacent to it? Is that not what's going on here? Yes? No? Well, does it matter that some of the switches are on that shouldn't be? Apparently, yes. Okay, so my understanding is each button activates or deactivates the ones immediately adjacent to it, but not itself, which is a critical distinction to make, and the fact that it didn't affect itself and only its neighbors, that's what was throwing me there, but hey, we had an easy time of it. Sort of reminds me of the, when you first go to Flopside in Super Paper Mario, which I really love that puzzle, and I hate that you can't replay it, which is a really silly thing to be like, oh, I want to replay this one specific block-hitting puzzle, where the answer is just hit each of them once.
Oh, so crystals and bioorganisms with channeled frost and blight magic. If we could create thunder spells as well, it would bolster our productivity.
Yep, we established also that the roaches, have terrible French accents. Like, that's not to say that, French received pronunciation is terrible. No, my interpretation of it is terrible, but that's okay. Thanks, Kabu. No accent is safe in this series. And you might think, well, Tess, you've not really given a character like a COD American accent yet. I gave them hell for Jolly Ranchers. They've suffered already. That is their crime and their punishment. Anyway, we got these lab card keys in the last episode, so let's use them and go on our merry little way. We can go deeper. You can see why it reminds me of the Honey Factory. and a little bit of North Macedonia 2018 because I want to go deeper. Go deeper. Have you ever thought about it? We went so far, now there's no way back, except actually there is every way back. We're really not locked in here. We could leave at any time. Like, that's another thing. You could get... Ooh. You could get yay through this dungeon and think, actually, this is intimidatingly difficult. There is nothing stopping you from turning tail and getting on with the story instead. That is also valid. There was a zombie beetle in that battle, and once again, it did the... Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to use that right away because, as you can sort of see, HP not in a great situation because the zombie beetles have that dash-through attack, and I always block too soon. Like, it's just a little bit later than it looks like it would. Thank you, Leaf, for charging forwards when that's definitely a thing that happens when using this attack. Now, okay, I had a feeling that was a thing. Yes, you can freeze things from yonder above as well. So, you know, use your moves. I feel like I was about to say something more profound than that, but, you know, with a pool full of animal jewels and all the moves that you choose to use to get loose. With the luminous moose. Although, sometimes the lyrics are like, but what if it's actually luminous moves? But... people are divided over what the lyrics actually are to Wow by Beck, which is sort of an obsession song for my mother. Oh, hi, you're the welcoming committee. And yet another rank up. And in fact, for once that was actually something that, like, we got exactly the number we needed. So that's cool. Anyway, I've been obsessing over medal points for a while, and I want to keep doing that, but part of me is yearning for HP, but I'm gonna go for TP for now, because, as I've said previously, we need ice magic in here like nobody's business. Can we go back here? We can. Is there any reason to do so? No, there is not. Got a big gear to go with our medium gear. This is quite a lot of water.
And it's a bunch of pipes. Does science use that much water?
Who knows? But it looks like the perfect playground for our icicle magic. I like how, especially because of the, like, it's not even, like, at this point, it has long since stopped being a Raymond Holt impression. But the voice I give Leaf, making them sound so, like, stately and dignified, and the way they carry themselves, like, they refer to themselves, you know, as using the royal we. And yet, Leaf will say stuff like that. Like, I like how Leaf looks dignified, but just so isn't if you pay any attention to him whatsoever. We love to see it. Anyway, the other room. I'll just cram a cog into the identification slot, and you'll be like, handprint identification, please. And I'll be like, have a cog, even though I've already stuck the cog in there. Anyway, as you can see, there's business in here. First of all, extra freeze. Interesting. And it's free. Why would you not? Also particularly useful here because, you know, there's going to be a puzzle where we need to put things on things. You know, put thing in thing, wait a minute, and baby. That's how you make children and biscuits. Not to date stamp this episode or anything, but the day I'm recording this was the day that they released the episode of Good Mythical Morning where they try every flavor of canned biscuit and just... I know it's really pedantic of me, but I spent the entire runtime just mumbling to myself, it's not a biscuit, that's not a biscuit. Like, a weird flaky buttery scone thing, it's too bready, it does not count as a biscuit, America, I will fight you. Come down here so I could use you. Please. Okay. So we'll have to put it on the green switch instead, so that... Okay, yeah, I see the puzzle now. I was trying to solve the end of the puzzle before solving the beginning of the puzzle. So, we're gonna need to weigh this... Right. Okay, hold on a minute. What we're gonna need... We're gonna need to, Right, okay, we need red and yellow is what we need here. I'm trying to solve the puzzle in my head so as not to be problematic. You know, problematic, yeah, that's definitely the issue here. No, I just don't want it to be agonizing to watch. Like, oh my god, Tess, the answer is so obviously so-and-so, but no. The first thing is, we want to get this crystal berry, you hold down those 2 switches, everything's cool and good. Now then, we need to observe that there are these lines on each of these xylophone-looking bars, and we're going to need to have them aligned in alignment, and red is currently too far out of the way, so we don't need red. Okay, so green looks to be in place. Yellow, in fact, looks to be a bit too high. So if we get you off the yellow switch, like this is not to lapse too far into the parlance of the modern youth, but it's giving Crystal Maze. We love to see it. And there we go. Literally, solution is just hold down green, hold down blue, and use the extra freeze medal, because otherwise that will happen. Sorry for wanting to revel in my victory, and stop getting caught on the lip of the switch. The switch of the lip. The Swiss lippy. It's like Chish Fippy, but it's makeup that they wear in Switzerland. Now, what happens if if one of those unfreezes while you're in there? Well, we'll never know. I'm assuming that there's a safeguard against that. Anyway, we've got the gears that we need, so we'll just hop back over here, and I will continue to save obsessively just in case this place gets one over on me, because this is as I've said, and I cannot stress this enough. This place is difficult. You guys having a time there, just gliding down the ramp? This place is meant to be a challenge. It is not, well, it's not meant to be easy. And as I said, you can put this off. And by all accounts, you should put this off unless you are certain that you can do everything here. So, now we have a slightly more gumptuous puzzle, because I don't really have a frame of reference for how big these gears actually are. So I'm gonna guess medium, and then small, and then the big boy over here. Well, they seem to coagulate proficiently, so we be surviving. As for how long that's going to actually last, remains to be seen, as was the slogan when they invented the glass coffin. Seems to be broken. I nearly read that in a French accent. This feeling. Everyone, let's search every corner of this room. There's something. We can feel it. Which is a slight warning, and I mean, this is quite the show right here. Like, all of these things inside test tubes. Well, they're not test tubes, really. They're stasis tube, whatever. But, yeah, a friend of mine will be gleeful that I showed the if you press the escape to tattle on the environment dialogue, because that's kind of code for, hey, there might be a boss encounter in here. So, you know, watch out for that. And, oh, that's a big breakage. And are you anything? No, you're just set dressing. But yeah, you'll have to use your instincts and intuition to figure out that this room might be dangerous unless you think to use the tattle on the room button. I wanted to read the Kung Fu Panda DVDs. This tank. Has it triggered any memories? No, we're sorry. After all we did to get here. There's a lot of weird things in this facility. It's worrying, but mostly just raised more questions. You'd think the last queen built this place in secret? No, that's absolutely impossible. You remember we were scouting Snakemouth? This is probably what she was investigating. If only we hadn't messed up, we could have reported this cruel facility. It wasn't your fault. Let's make our way back. There's lots to think about. Okay, now can we read the Kung Fu Panda 2 DVDs? For all the fools that happen to fall here, moths seem to be the best hosts. It seems they have a better body suitable for magic. Maybe we should go out and try to get some more of them. Seems legit, seems Turkish. We've been down that road before. Well, turns out it was a false positive. This room is fine. Oh no, wait, a cutscene. Oh, what is that? Something's coming. Hi. You don't have a face.
Sapling.
Sibling? Leaf, did you say sibling? That doesn't make any sense! Ah! V, ready your boomerang. We must protect Leaf. Yep. Welcome to the boss displays. It has 1 defense and 94 HP. Also, Leaf cannot do anything. Get ready to suffer. Welcome to the Zommoth. Leaf, do not lose yourself. We must work together to overcome this beast. Whatever memories have awoken, we too shall face them together after this battle. Assuming we survive. So, where do we even start? I guess at the beginning. You know, begin at the beginning, keep going till you get to the end and then stop. And yeah, Leaf really cannot do anything for us, so... It's just try to block, do your best, do it every day. It is a little bit reminiscent of the Wasp King and how that was a hopeless potato knishes and little black squish balls, and try not to lose too much faith. But yes, do try to... Oh, it's charging up! We must strike quickly. I don't like the look of that! And also it's got defense as well, and Leaf is out of action, so we can't cleanse it of its sins. Oh, we still did damage, so that's good. How do we do 3 if it's got +2 defense? Well, whatever. How about... That ignores 1 defense, though. I want to completely pierce defense, and... we could try Needle Pincer. We've not been down this road before. Oh, good, it's press buttons. I'm so good at button push. Z. That was just 2 Zs. We're fine. Oh, cool!
Phew, you took your time.
I have no siblings. As if I could be related to this beast. Leaf, are you okay? You're... I shouldn't say it out loud. Well, out of curiosity, because it doesn't cost a turn, Leaf, what's your opinion here? We can't afford to hesitate. We'll deal with these feelings after you've been disposed of. Now, you would have thought, you know, it being another zombie bug, that it's probably going to be weak to ice, which would be a bit strange because, yeah, we've had all this lore about, yes, moths can host well, I don't know. You see, that purple magic is presumably this blight that we were warned about, so, hopefully, because you have blight and we have ice and, you know, you're a zombie, maybe we can be a little bit freezy-weezy? Maybe? I pressed A, it did not acknowledge. I blocked twice. I am grumpy. I disapprove. Everything was going so well, and then it wasn't. But hey, at least I foreshadowed that. Can we do anything to wake his ass up? His ass is not listening. Well, that cures poison. Ooh, I might be able to use that. We shall see. Oh. I didn't know that Magic Eyes did that. But, yeah, I don't think we're in a particularly favorable position here. I disapprove. Well, the temptation is there to take out the zombie, so it's one fewer thing attacking us each turn, and... Can we do that? Like, this is the first of multiple in the game combo attacks that require multiple party members, and it's not telling me that I can't do it? But Leaf is asleep, so... Okay, it is telling me that, it's just not written as such. Lovely. Well, alright then, we'll just dash through instead. Everything will be fine. Things didn't go perfectly to plan, but it's fine. I'm not a total control freak. Just most of one. And of course, I can't block because you're asleep. Okay, you're awake now. You have awakey woodled. Maybe this time. I pressed the buttons. A. Okay. Well, it is super effective. It just didn't have the intended effect this time, which is disapproval-inducing, but we make do. We live, we learn, we chedge, we spolve. Can you tell I'm panicking just a tiny bit? Just a little tiny bit. Okay, maybe this time. Press the buttons. Okay. Can we press the buttons? Well, that was fun. And hey, I'm oh no. Okay. Leaf's dead. Bad. Luckily, I brought with me a seed just for this express purpose. Now, as the game has already primed us on, that thing could charge up blight magic and do some serious damage to us. Luckily, it hasn't tried to do that yet, but be aware that that beam attack is not a one-off thing, and you will need to have TP on hand to do Bubble Shield to prepare for that. So, luckily, it does give you plenty of warning, but be aware that that is a thing that can and will happen. Will you please freeze? I'm starting to think that maybe you don't actually have a chance to freeze. And that makes me sad. Well, on the plus side, at least with the zombie there, you're not going to summon another one. Right? Right? Oh! Oh! I don't know what happened there, but I did not like it. Well, I don't know how I got a super block there, I just pressed on instinct. So, let's take a moment, take stock of the situation, see what's what. I'm thinking V on healing duty, but specifically something that restores HP and TP if at all possible. I think we have something that does that? Okay, yeah. 5 HP, 5 TP. Give that to Leafy. Give a leaf to Leaf. Fruit salad, yummy yummy. Right. First of all, take out the zombie so you're not doing chip damage to us, although this means you're probably just going to summon something worse in its place, but, you know. And then we will cough at you coldly once again, and maybe this time, for the first time, something's bound to begin. All the odds are in my favor. It's gonna happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win. Okay, well, it's a jelly shroom. That's another Area 1 enemy. We don't even need to spy on it because that was in regular Snakemouth. So, we're fine. We're fine. We are fine. I'm still panicking. Well, okay, I'm not panicking that badly, but I'm still a little bit worried. But, yeah, jelly shroom, you can live because you don't hit that hard. And you're fairly easy to block against, so... and also you're aerial, so I can just have Kabu go underneath you and attack like that. So yeah, okay, this worked out favorably. And one day I will learn to not rely on Frigid Coffin, because clearly it's not going to freeze. Yep, no, you're just refusing, huh? Okay, that wasn't a super, but still, it's only one. Oh! And I will go whore every time. That's the noise I make when I'm playing Minecraft and I nearly walk into a chasm, as my friends can personally attest. Do you really have 0 chance of freezing? I would have thought, you know, blight magic, so not ice magic, and I suppose I should sort of focus on... Do I have anything else that restores TP besides that honey? No, that is all we have. Great. Well, fine. Okay, next thing's next. Yeah, I really want to use more powerful attacks, but we need to have some TP on standby just in case it does the thing. Because it is not averse to doing the thing. I am all too aware. Oh, and Thorns damage as well. Nice. Haha. I'm not completely useless at this game. This is not good commentary, but can you blame me? This is the reason why I was so adamantly telling you lovely people, if you don't feel ready, you don't have to come here yet. You can wait until later where you're stronger and more equipped to deal with such things, and hey, I'm surviving, but that's because of the Let's Play curse. Can you not? Okay, that time I was too soon, but that's okay. Ah, you're on the ground now. Okay, that's less good, but fine. fine. You're at 24. We're getting there. And because you're on the ground, I'll just have V do the attacking and have Kabu do the healing this time. We're not in as good of a position as I'd like us to be. Really, this is Leaf's battle. We need Leaf to be the most alive here. So... yeah, I was good, and then I'm less good. So... what should I do? I think maybe... can you... secret stash yourself. This does not consume regular items, it just consumes TP, which is not great news, but it could be worse. Okay. But that. Okay, well, you know what? Just for... well, no. No. Don't be Tess about this, be smart. 4 HP to yourself, just keep us alive. Haha, you can't do damage to me. Which somewhat begs the question, what does this defense down that, like, I'm assuming we have 0 defense, and then the defense -1 is applied, but you can't go less than 0, and then the back attack thing is applied? I'm guessing that's why it's not affecting Kabu? I'm not mad, I'll take it. Okay, we're nearly there. You're so nearly into the single digits. We are so nearly thriving. We're so close to you watering our crops with your corpse. Okay. I keep thinking that the succulent berry will, like, restore HP to the whole team. No, that's the succulent platter. We've been down that road. I'm gonna give it to... once again, I need to keep Leaf alive for this. Can you please attack Kabu? Now, there is an element of strategy to give Kabu the back... well, have Kabu in the back, and then have Kabu use Taunt, because obviously he has higher defense, so if all the enemies go after him, then it's going to do less net damage, but... you think I'm out here talking about a strategy out loud, and not doing it, because I claim to not be thinking about it, even though I quite clearly am. Okay, 9 HP. You're nearly there. We can have everyone go in on you because the jelly shroom got out of the way. Can you not do that? Thank you. Yeah, whatever the timing is on that, I clearly no longer have it, but... okay. If I Frigid Cough on you, that does 5 damage. And then... and you can freeze! Where was this for the entirety of the battle? Yeah, I speak Croatian. No, I actually don't. I just know how to say, ouch, how small is your boat? Which is a surprisingly deceptively useful phrase. Anyway, I was so worried that this thing was going to kick me into next Cathil's Day, and it didn't. Cool! Well, that's Upper Snakemouth, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, calm down. You're acting weird. Did that monster spark your memories? Playing log footage 2048B.
It's a failure. Yet another one. Disgusting. If it keeps up like this, I'll research. Throw it out to the others. We should call it a day.
Oh, a failure. That's right. Playing security footage 38518ZD. We really did pass away in Snakemouth Den. Eh? But you're here, with us. It's not me, Leaf. It really is us. I am also a Zommoth prototype. Muse, Elizant the First, and everyone. They are people Leaf held so dearly. While he was in the spider's cocoon, at some point, I wanted to care for them too. And before I'd realized, I started believing I was Leaf too.
It goes without saying, after everything we've seen, that this facility researched cordyceps. But everything we found in here is cruel and heartless.
Yeah, but not you. You're, like, a pretty cool dude.
Am I? Or was Leaf a cool dude?
I don't really know. But you didn't know us before, right? You still became good friends, though. So, you or Leaf, why not both?
Are you seriously trying to make it that simple? That's so like you, V.
It's true, though, isn't it? You've chosen to take Leaf's mantle. So to us, you're Leaf anyways.
Give me a break. I am not Leaf. I am nothing but something that thinks it is him.
We never knew Leaf anyway, so it's okay.
That's messed up. What about his family?
Do you still care for them? Do you care about us?
Well, yes. We're very grateful for everything. And it's been fun.
You don't have to decide right now how you feel. Truth be told, this is an unbelievable scenario. But you're our friend. It's okay.
Yeah, it's not like you were faking or anything.
That's right. We never faked anything. Let's go. We have a lot to think about if we're going to meet our family.
Take it easy, okay?
We'll listen when you decide what to do.
Thank you. Let's get out of here.